Welcome. This tutorial will show you how to use the common features of Prezi, including adding any text, images, videos, and other special effects such as zooming, fading, adding background music, and more. So this tutorial will help you design your presentation on your Ultimate Iron Man armor for Sparks Industries. This will also provide you an additional presentation tool for future presentations. So currently I am at Prezi.com logged in my free account and now at this page as best described as my dashboard. This lists all of my existing Prezis, and if I were to move over to one of my Prezis, I can edit, share, or delete. By clicking on the thumbnail itself, it will directly link my presentation where I can edit, copy, share with others, or embed into a website or another web tool. So today we'll look at how we can create a new Prezi. To do this, we must go back to my dashboard by clicking onto your Prezis, and now clicking onto the thumbnail that says New Prezi. So as you can see, a window pops up and shows you samples of great templates that you may want to use when starting to use Prezi. But today I'm going to build a presentation from scratch just to give you an idea when using Prezi and when customizing existing templates. So what I'll do is press blank Prezi. So as you can see, I'm given a blank canvas with one frame. So unlike PowerPoint and Share Slide, you don't need to add pages to Prezi. To add more space to your canvas, simply zoom out by scrolling out or scrolling in to get back to the original size, and by clicking on a space and drag out. Okay, so before I start, I want to customize the design of my canvas and change the themes. So to do this, I'll click Themes, which is located at the top of your page, and a drop-down of menu will appear. So you can use these themes or you can customize your own theme. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll just add one of the themes here. So immediately you can see that the theme will appear on your canvas. Okay, so we're back at our canvas and we're starting to add in some features. We will begin by adding some text to our Prezi. You can click anywhere to type text. Immediately you'll see that there is a text box present, and this is where you can type. You can change it to its title, its subtitle, or body. You can change its color scheme by clicking onto the color palette. By clicking outside of the text box, it will become one entity where you can resize by clicking on the plus or the minus sign. Or you can click onto the anchor at the corner and drag out, drag in, or rotate by clicking onto the circle. You can move the text box by clicking onto the hand, or simply delete it if you don't like it. This applies to all selected items on the canvas. For example, as you can see, this is the frame. When you click on the frame, you can resize it by doing the same application. Drag in, drag out, rotate, and move. Prezi starts with one single frame, which allows you to group similar ideas together, just like a PowerPoint slide. This helps facilitate easy movement when you need to adjust items and to assist in linking your path, which I'll mention later on. So there are many frames that you can choose from, and you can edit each frame by clicking on the frame options, and a drop-down menu will display all the different types of frames that are possible. So there are brackets, circles, rectangles, and invisible frames. So today I'll just choose the bracket. When you want to create a new frame, just simply click on the frame and arrow located at the top of your windows and draw the desired frame. Click on the canvas and drag. Because Prezi is able to accommodate high resolution images, you can start to embed images which will help to captivate your audience. Simply click on the Insert button at the top of your menu box and a drop box will appear. Click on Images. As you can see on the right, you can select files from your computer, or you're able to search images on the web. For example, if I type in iron and search, there will be images present. But for now, I'm going to just select image from my computer. Open. So here we have the image inserted into my frame. To give you a better idea in designing Prezi, I'm now going to design the first slide or the first frame for my presentation. In order to have a better understanding on how to use Prezi as a presentation tool, I'm now going to design my first two frames. I'm going to add my heading by simply clicking on the text box, change its color, and resize it. I'm going to move my image from my second frame to my first frame, leaving my second frame free for additional content. So now on my second frame, I'm going to put in a material that I would like to use in building my Iron Man suit. So again, just clicking on the canvas, typing your text, resizing it, adjusting and now I would like to add an image. So now I'll search the alloy, click on it, and drag, drop. So as you can see, now the image is complete. Now resize and adjust to your desired layout. Okay, so there's a few things that I would like to change in my presentation, and it is a good idea for a good design to repeatedly give context to your audience. So before I move on, I would like to zoom back out the entire first frame before going on to my second frame. To do this, it's simply just edit pathway, move the fourth frame back onto the first frame, then move the fifth frame back onto the second frame, the sixth to the heading, and finally seventh to the picture. And once you're done, just click Done. You can also rearrange the slides by just moving the frame, dragging and dropping to the area which you like. But I'm just going to leave it like that. If you hover on top of the frames, you can see if you don't like it, simply just edit pathway, hover across the slide and press X. Okay, so now let's adjust the paths and the nature of the features. On the left, you can see there's a presentation pathway which allows you to order the show in which it will be played in. Right now, you can see only the first frame, which includes the heading and the picture. An engaging effect that can be used is to zoom in and out of specific areas and features in your frame to give it a dramatic effect. To do this, just click on the Edit Path and click on the next item that the audience would like to see. So my heading would be the second, and the third would be my image. I also want to add my second frame to the path. To do this, just click on the frame. Immediately you'll see that the frame will be captured into the edit pathway on the left. Fifth will be the heading, and finally the image. So once you're done, just click Done. And present to see how the presentation may look like. Okay, so there's a few things that I would like to change in my presentation, and it is a good idea for a good design to repeatedly give context to your audience. So before I move on, I would like to zoom back out the entire first frame before going on to my second frame. To do this, it's simply just Edit Pathway, move the fourth frame back onto the first frame, then move the fifth frame back onto the second frame, the sixth to the heading, and finally seventh to the picture. And once you're done, just click Done. You can also rearrange the slides by just moving the frame, dragging and dropping to the area which you like. But I'm just going to leave it like that. If you hover on top of the frames, you can see if you don't like it, simply just Edit Pathway, hover across the slide and press X. So another special effect that you can use in your presentation is to fade in and out of items in your frame. To do this, just simply click on the frame, right-click, Animate Frame Contents, and select the items that you want to zoom in and out. I want the items to reveal one at a time. So to do this is just basically clicking onto the things that you want to come first. and then second. When you're done, just click Done. And this is a benefit to your presentation as it gives you a better control on objects when you're presenting using the arrow keys. So now I'll introduce how to insert videos in your presentation. So what you need to do is click on back to the insert icon, YouTube videos, or files from your computer, but right now I would like a video from YouTube. Simply copy the URL back onto your Prezi and press insert. So you will see that your video is now inserted into your Prezi. You can also resize it, fit your desired presentation. To create a video to work well in Prezi, I found out that it is best to add it directly to the path. And to do this, it's simply right-clicking onto the video and add to path. Another engaging effect which can be used by Prezi is to nest objects or items into different frames. So I want to nest my video into the word armor. So what I need to do is resize it, make it smaller, and simply move it across to the first frame. Simply just zoom in to the word armor, and I want to nest the video in the letter O. So I'm going to resize the video smaller and nest it in the letter O. So because I added the video later, I'm going to now move the video from the edit pathway back up onto the first few frames. So now I'm going to see what the presentation will look like. So it looks pretty well so far. For the final touch, I'm going to use the high quality image to serve as my background for the presentation. So at the same thing, we're going to insert, image, select files, and now it's present in my presentation. Now I'm going to make it bigger. By resizing it. And sending it back as a background. You can simply rearrange the frames to place it wherever you like on the background. Another great thing about Prezi is that you can share with others and also edit simultaneously, and also embed it in social networking websites as well. You can download it as a PDF, and it's very portable. So let's see the final version of our presentation. Let's see our final presentation. And there we have it, our first Prezi done. I hope this tutorial helps you in creating your own presentation for Sparks Industries, and good luck!